Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab with a stiff neck, doing what I do for you. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know the deal. Morning. I got a nice little lesson for you today. I done put the book aside. I got a few things I'm gonna get some rants on, so I'm just preparing you. These are the lessons. Also, me getting my opinions out. Okay, you know how we do. Let's go. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. The story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission. And that's what I'm on. I'm a French every now and then, but I'm gonna do my job. My and I'm on my job again, even in pain. My mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers' way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. Yeah, that's my mantra. You know the deal. Right thinkers. And my mission is to get all right thinkers to know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. I'm here every day to teach you the things you need to know so that you can know thyself. So I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you, even in pain. All right. So the question, no, a person who knows not, who knows not that they know not, is foolish. There's a lot of that going around, but disregard them. Let them go. A person who knows not, it knows that they know not. It's simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with positive self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know that self. And to Maya, be true. In the gym yesterday, I guess I lived something wrong. I got a pain in my neck that's killing me. So I don't do the pill thing, so I'm going to grit and moan and do what I got to do for you. Let's go. So, right thinkers, let's talk about you can't get paid in streetology from any university. Oh, excuse me, no, that ain't bad. My handwriting sucks. You can't get a PhD in streetology from any university. Trust me, I know. All right, let me go right this quick. This is a lesson because I was told a few things about what I do, ain't financially struck. Okay, I'm not doing this for money. I sell drugs for money. I teach to enlighten, to help others better themselves. I don't need money for that. Don't want your money for that. I got a platform that I can exercise my right to speak how I feel. So I do that for you. Hopefully, like I say, there's a lesson in the rant. I'm going to rant, but somebody's paying attention. I appreciate you. Let's go. See, I was told what I teach, you can't get paid. Why? You ain't got no college degree. You ain't got no certificates. Where I come from, paperwork is irrelevant. Old school, handshake and the word. That's the manly thing that we did back on my day. Now you got to have us, man. Okay, but that works for you. But understand this: what I teach, those with those PhDs and scholar degrees ain't smarter than me. Why? I can teach them about what they don't know, which is what themselves. All them degrees is in other areas, other parts of life, not themselves. I proved that fact too. Everything I do is about you. Why? Because that's where it starts. You can't do nothing outside yourself. There's nothing going on outside this thing up in your head. So if you don't understand that, you're one of them who think and believe and they ain't got a clue. So my job is to try to enlighten you. But if you that guy, you ain't paying attention to me anyway. Moving on. I tell you, I teach rightisms. Okay. Why? Rightism is my experience from my life personally, really, not a whole bunch of made up stories to glorify myself, maybe like somebody. No, I'm gonna give it to you straight. I ain't got no problem with that. Some of it's good, some of it not so good, but it's real, true. How about that? We all love what? True story. Everything I bring to you, I can tell you, it's true. I ain't got no reason to lie. That takes away the truth. Why? If you tell 100 truths, you tell one lie, all the 100 truths don't mean jack, because they're gonna remember what? The one lie. We know how we are. Okay, but that's my point. I experienced my life experiences. I'm just sharing it with those. Maybe it could help somebody else out. Some good, some bad. But you're supposed to learn from either one. That's the name of the game. And yeah, I am a master teacher. I mastered me. I ain't said no college give me a degree to make me walk across the stage. None of that nonsense. They can keep all of that. I don't need none of that. Again, big time. No, I'm a star in the ghetto. I'm around my people. I ain't got a problem with that. The people who follow me, I appreciate you. That's why I do what I do. It's for you. I can care less about the rest. Moving on. That's why I do what I do. It's all for you. And my life lessons go back at least 6 years of experiencing what I'm doing. Why? I learned to fight before I was 6. Where I come from, these is all you had, and this is what you had to use. If not, you use them. Pat and Charlie, what? You pick them up and put them down and get skedaddle. Back in the day, you had certain levels that you had to do and recognize the situation that you're in. Again, your discernment. If I see 3 or 4 guys and they but one of me, that could be a problem. I may have to get my running shoes on. Yeah, gingerbread man, catch me if you can. You have to make good decisions in life. When my philosophy teaches you what? Balance. Use both sides of your thought process before you make a decision. That's all you got to do. I got a lesson for that coming up too. Critical thinking is right thinking. Now, I learned my life lessons. I ain't ashamed to say the old fashioned way, the hard way. I had to live it. I had to endure it. Reading about it, hearing stories about it, seeing movies about it, oh, that's fine. But nothing beats the experience. I'm giving you mine. That's what I'm trying to show you. So, quick little breakdown. Now, these are some of the things that I ain't too proud of. I have robbed people. I have stolen from people. I've done a lot of things that I had to do back in the day, and whatever else I needed to do at the time I was doing it. I carried a gun. I would shoot you if I had to. Those are the rules of the game back then. That's the game I played. I played for real. Played for keeps. Okay, that's what I did. That's again a life lesson. I ain't gotta tell you about power and all this other movies that show glorifying that lifestyle. I lived it. It wasn't glorified. So moving on. That's one of my life stories. So yeah, been there, done that. I don't advocate that at all. I don't tell stories of what I read or what I heard or what I seen. I tell stories about what I did for real. That's the limitation. I can say a few things now that I couldn't say before, and some things I'm not gonna say. Well, I'm taking them to the grave. Simple. Moving on. I did a lot of things that I'm looking back and thinking about. I'm not all proud about. Some of it wasn't good. The people who I did it to, I'm sorry. That's all I can give you. I was doing what I had to do back then. It wasn't personal. So that's what they tell you. They personal. I understand. So when I got, I knew it wasn't personal. Yeah, they got me. Okay, all right. That's where the game go. Simple. If you get caught sleeping, you're gonna stay woke. If you get caught with your pants down, you can keep your pants up. So, like again, a life lesson. Learn the old-fashioned way. Again, I gotta keep it real. Where you go? Where I'm at now? Yeah. Now again, I had a lot of money. I sold a lot of drugs. I had a bunch of women, etc. When back when I was ignorant, swift liquor, ego tripping, and body snatching, I was doing what I thought was best at that time because of my ignorance. I thought that was the way to go, and I manifested the concept. I graduated in 75. They asked you what's your career plans. At 16, I want to be a pimp. I want to be a hustler. I want to pimp hoes and slam Cadillac doors. They didn't put that in the yearbook, so nobody knew my plan. But I told you. You just put it in. And I lived it, did the crime, and did the time. Moving on, a phase of life that I put in my pocket. Okay, I got that one for you. Well, I've been in prison. Me too. I mean, me too. Me too. So understand that I don't know everything. I ain't dead everything, but some things I have done and some things I do know. It's called life. I've been doing it for a little while now, so I've done a few things. Moving on. Let me get this lesson out of the way. All right, where we at? Okay, now what I did learn from the streets, the universities, from the universities, I went to academia, put my time in, learned their nonsense. I didn't know that then, but I was all developed 10 years of Greek mythology nonsense. And Masonic order, 15 years, Dean of Instruction, in the order for over 20 years. Nonsense. Excuse me, no disrespect. But when somebody tell you something and you believe them, and then you find out that what they told you wasn't true. Learned that lesson too. Okay. I got to what? Stop listening to you. That's all. That's all I do. I'm not gonna hoop and holler. No, no, dude, you nope. Gave him the benefit of the doubt. He gave me what he had. Okay. I can't argue that. But I would call right then philosophy, my spiritual philosophical concepts, spiritual gumbo. Why? All spiritual philosophical concepts that work, I institute them. I practice them. I use them. Why? If it works, I'm going to teach it or profess it. Why? I want them. The whole idea is to teach. I don't teach stuff that don't work. Inventors don't invent stuff that don't work. So, yeah, my spiritual gumbo. And if your philosophy, excuse me, working, I'll teach it. If your philosophy worth, like my pastor, I get biblical knowledge. I don't read the Bible. Don't study it. No, I don't have time. But on Sundays, I get biblical lessons and I implement the lesson I got. And guess what? They work. I got a problem with that. I wouldn't find out what. I wouldn't know if I didn't listen, practice it, understand it, and then put it to use and say, Pastor, he's right. So I don't have a problem with biblical knowledge being given to me by somebody who practice, knows it, and do it. So I'm good with that. That's what my right thinking philosophy is based on me knowing what I'm doing so I can help you with what? The truth. That's all. Moving on. Now, my street knowledge, aka ego, was the set in me. And that's what was controlling me back in the day. I'm the man. I'm the best, yo. Yeah, I was ego tripping like you would not believe. But if you're making a bunch of money, you got a bunch of girls, you all in about yourself. I see it to this day. It ain't nothing changed. The players, the game don't change. Football, I don't even watch that no more. Why? It didn't change. So again, the hustle game, I can't get what? It changed. I'm a dinosaur. I'm not giving in. I'm not, no, y'all call it football, knock yourself out. But that's what I'm saying. Because it changed, don't make it better. That's my point. Moving on. You change, making yourself better. The game ain't gonna change. Get out the game. Moving on. Now, my scholarly knowledge came from Greek mythology. Again, I did 10 years studying and thinking I'm a Mr. Thinker. I can think. I'm the thinker. Yeah, yeah. When I went to Egypt, they were the ones who taught me the Greek mythology stuff taught me how to tell stories with a message, how to take your long story, lead you along, and put a message in the story and get to the plot and let you figure it out. They didn't tell me they got it from us, Egyptian. And this is why I think it came so easy to me, because once I started getting into it, man, I already knew this. I just didn't know it from this aspect. Now I got Greek mythology knowledge. I scrapped that. I got Masonic knowledge. I scrapped that. Street knowledge. Oh, keep that. Well, I need that. I need that or something. Never give up your street alchemy. So, with real life knowledge and understanding of the truth, that's what I profess. Why? I know that. I know that. Why? I professed it, I practiced it, and I mastered the concept. That's all it is. So understand that. So it's not a religion, it's a way of life. Right thinkers, we just live right. Moving on. Now, and let's get to my Masonic knowledge, my esoteric knowledge, my understanding of signs and symbols. That served me well. Trust me, I got nothing but respect for the Masonic knowledge. I got a problem with why you hiding it, why you hoarding it, and my father was a Mason. Dude, really? So I got a problem. If it's good enough for me, I gave everything that was good for me to my son. He didn't get the bad stuff. Why? He can get his own bad stuff. You give him the good and let them figure the rest out for themselves. Be it good or bad. That's what they're called. You don't give them the bad. You just give them the good. Sorry. Now, right thing philosophy is all of them are not solids, all put together, hence the gumbo. All of us a little mixture, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some of that. Yeah, I'm conjuring, I'm mixing. Why? Because I'm about to serve y'all. And I've been doing it for the last 5 years. And guess what? I'm still conjuring. I ain't done. So stay tuned. Hold on with me. Roll with me. I got you. I appreciate those who do. So let's go. One day I get 20. Next day I get 1,000. What the what? I just teach. I don't do the viewers. All right. Appreciate those who do. So let's go. That's why I do it for you. Now, what I teach. You talk that good stuff. No, what I teach, you can't get from any classroom in this country. Why? They don't teach that. They teach what they want to teach. I teach the truth. What I know. I can care less where it falls, where it leads. I just know that's what I do. Moving on. Right thing of philosophy would never be taught in an educational system. Why? Because it's the truth. Moving on. That's why. And I keep saying that. Why? Well, look, yeah, I'm trying to get you to understand if we got better at teaching our young the truth, we got to start living it first. So it trickle down. They do what they see you do. Moving on. As a teacher, I deal with facts and proof empirically. No belief system, no storytelling lies. Why? That ain't going, I can't prosper for some BS. But they done got so slick. They don't know the power of us as a people, of our belief. They send you on a belief system on a wild goose chase, and you coming back with gooses, and they can't figure out how you're doing it. If you had the truth, you had to work that problem. It won't be so hard. That's my point. What I teach, okay, no, I did that one. If we took our young people, we need to teach them early in life the consequences and basically the truth. If they had those two things, understand the consequences of their action and the truth, their action would be true and their rewards would be great, and they will follow that cat. Why? Because they're getting blessed. We don't do that. He does that, and they have to understand that at an early age. The sooner the better. Change the fairy tales into what? Life stories. Stop the fairy tale. That don't serve us. We can't distinguish between real and unreal. Y'all still think the people in that book that y'all love so much is real. That's cause of fairy tales. Moving on. It's literature. Spiritual, religious literature. There's no proof behind none of that. You want the truth? Come on over here. I got it for you. Well, yeah. Oh, knowing thyself. That's the basic truth of human existence. Knowing who the hell you are. Not your name, not your sex, or your age, or your ethnicity. All that means nothing. It's the physical form that you carry. What really counts is what's inside and what's up here. Let me wrap it up. Yeah, I'm getting agitated. Calm down. I'm not only a master of right thinking philosophy. No. I have also PhD in what? Knowing me. I'm trying to help you get yours. Why? You earn it on your own. I don't give it to you. You earn it. Okay? I'm not going to give you cap and gown and no, that nonsense. Your life should better, and that's what your reward is for doing the right thing. Your life would better. You would prosper. That's the reward of following and doing the right thing. Not making a bunch of money or hoodwinking people, faking them out and lying to them. You ain't doing them no good. You self-serving. You ain't serving God. I'm doing God's work. I don't want your money. Like my man Legba in Crossroads, the devil. I don't want your money. I don't need your money. I want this. If I can control that, I got you. And if I can really hold this, that's the chain that we are now. We're enslaved mentally with what? Religion. Moving on. There's another concept. Let me wrap this up again. I have my knowledge. I have of things, both spiritual and religious. Again, I get religious concept. Some of it is okay. Like I said, I know there's some truth in it. It's a coded book with knowledge for those who can read it and understand it. A lot of people read the Bible over and don't have a clue what it means. That means you had to be taught. That means you don't understand. Your comprehension level, your elevator don't go that far up. You need some help. Moving on. But my self-knowledge tops all the Knowledge that I acquire. Why? Because the main knowledge is having knowledge of self. The true knowledge is knowing thyself. That's my goal for Right Thinkers. That's the mission that I'm on, to get you for your own truth, to know yourself. Wow, that's what it's all about. Having doctor degrees in theology, philosophy, oh, that's, yeah. But if your degree and your master's and PhD ain't in knowing you, all that other stuff is for naught. Trust me. If your degrees are in anything other than thyself, you're nothing like me. Why? I know me and my philosophy. I live by. I mastered that. And if your philosophy that you mastered ain't getting you to him and just getting you this, knock yourself out. I don't need that kind of degree. Last one. Whoever wins this election coming up, what's this? Means pretty much nothing to me. Why? I'm a scholar with knowledge. You can plainly see. None of that stuff going to affect me. Understand that. And in closing, Right Thinkers, may you all live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I never know that. Right Thinker like you have passed away. Appreciate you. I'll be back. Oh, I'm not done.